The night I discovered the truth about my wife was not loud, not explosive. It was quiet, too quiet. And maybe that's what made it cut the deepest. Her name is Claire. We had been married for 8 years, built a life that looked perfect from the outside. A home in the suburbs, vacations twice a year, photos of us smiling in golden light. But behind those smiles, things had been shifting. She had grown distant, distracted. Her phone, once left carelessly on the counter, now never left her side. Her laughter, once spontaneous, now seemed reserved for someone else. I told myself it was stress, work, the monotony of marriage. But deep down I knew. I just didn't want to face it. Until one night, we had gone to bed in silence. She lay beside me, scrolling on her phone before setting it down and turning away. I lay there staring at the ceiling, my chest tight, words burning on my tongue. The room was dark, the kind of darkness where the smallest sound feels like thunder. And finally I asked it, "Do you love him?" For a long moment there was nothing, just the faint sound of her breathing. My heart pounded, waiting for denial, for anger, for some kind of fight. But none came. Her silence filled the room, heavier than any scream could have been. That was my answer. I didn't move, didn't push her for more. I just lay there, staring at the dark, knowing our marriage had ended with a silence sharper than a knife. She fell asleep eventually. I didn't. I stayed awake, thinking about how everything we had built together had been replaced, quietly, ruthlessly, by someone else. The next morning, I was different. I didn't tell her I knew. I didn't shout or beg. I simply started preparing. I went through months of phone bills, tracing numbers she thought she had hidden. I pieced together her business trips, the nights she stayed late at work, the unexplained expenses. It all pointed to one man, her colleague Andrew. A man I had met once at a company party, who shook my hand while probably planning to steal my wife. I didn't confront her. Instead, I let her dig her own grave. I hired a private investigator. Within 2 weeks, I had photos, videos, time-stamped receipts. Proof not just of betrayal, but of love, the kind of stolen kisses and secret smiles that told me this wasn't just lust. She did love him. That's why she couldn't answer me in the dark. But here's the thing, betrayal doesn't just destroy love. It awakens something else. Something cold. Something calculating. Claire thought I would fight for her, scream at her, try to win her back. She underestimated me. Instead, I became silent. Polite. I played the perfect husband while building the perfect revenge. I gathered evidence, spoke to lawyers quietly, rearranged finances she didn't even know existed. By the time I was ready, she had no idea her life was already collapsing around her. The night I finally revealed what I knew, it wasn't dramatic. We sat at the kitchen table, her sipping wine, me staring at her calmly. "I asked you once if you loved him," I said quietly. "You gave me my answer." Her glass froze midair. Her face went pale. What are you talking about?" I slid the folder across the table. Photos. Emails. Hotel bills. Her hand shook as she opened it, her lips parting in shock. "You could have denied it that night," I continued. "You could have said anything. But you didn't. And that silence told me everything." She tried to speak, to explain, to beg, but I was done listening. I stood, walked upstairs, and left her with the weight of her own betrayal. 2 weeks later, the divorce papers arrived. With the evidence I had, she had no claim to alimony, no leverage in court. She lost the house, the lifestyle, even the respect of her own family once the truth surfaced. Andrew, the man she risked everything for, didn't last either. He left her once the scandal damaged his career. As for me, I moved forward. Stronger. Colder, maybe, but free. Sometimes people expect revenge to be fire and fury. Mine was silence. The same silence she gave me that night. The silence that answered the question I never wanted to ask. "Do you love him?" She didn't say yes. She didn't say no. But her silence, that was all the answer I would ever need.